Happy Sunday night, everybody. Happy New Year's Eve, or however many Eves it is. It's Chris the Batman Statue Collector, and I thought I would do a little live hangout stream. I would assume that I will be busy New Year's Eve and maybe New Year's Day. I don't know. I've got a special surprise for you guys on New Year's Day. But anyway, I thought I will do a little early New Year's live stream. I hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas. I can't believe it's already come and gone, which I felt the same about November and December. Like, where did it go? But anyway, happy New Year's Eve, right? So anyway, this is your hangout show. This is where you guys ask me the questions. We'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I have been getting stuff ready right here for the Batsy Awards. Printed off the winners today, and I'll be sending those out for all of our fine folks to be reading those. A lot of special guests and stuff appearing on that show as well. So I am excited about that. I might be reaching out to a couple more people. We'll kind of wait and see if anybody else wants to read a winner for that show. But it's going to be really fun, and that's going to be January 15th. So we won't have a Rogues this Wednesday because that's obviously New Year's Eve. And then January 15th will be our next official Rogues. We might do one a week before that. I'm not sure. I'll have to talk with the guys. But anyway, that would be what? Let's see. So we won't have a show this week, which we should have, but it's New Year's Eve. Or it's New Year's Day, New Year's Day. I don't know. Maybe we will have a show. I'll talk to the guys. I'll see if anybody wants to do a show New Year's Day. Maybe we'll see. I'll ask. Okay. Anyway, let's welcome everybody to the show. We got the Virgin Prime in the house. Happy New Year. Again, I can't believe it's almost here already. It's pretty crazy. We got Frugal in the house. Evening Bat fam. It's great to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a great Sunday night. Happy New Year, Bat fam. Thank you, Theodore. Appreciate you being here, my friend. And again, thank you to our two members right here. Sorry to scarf down some water. Statue Doctor says, good evening, Chris. Happy New Year. Same to you, Statue Doctor. Hope you're having a great one. Ledge Limited Collectible says, happy Sunday, my brothers. How's it going, Chris? Happy New Year's. It's going really well. Except, so I posted a photo of me holding up 2 Sideshow gift cards, right? And I got them from my mom for Christmas. And I went to go put in the codes. Like, it was 2 $50 gift cards. And I was putting in the codes, and it comes up that it's already been used. So I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to contact Sideshow tomorrow and see what they have to say. But that's pretty interesting, right? Paula says, happy New Year. Hope everybody is doing great on your end of things, Paula. And I've also, I don't know how Paula... I feel like Paula might have fallen and hit her head or something, because she's been kind of pro Punchline this week. I think I've seen 2 comments. So I just want to make sure you're okay, Paula. Was there any trips to the ER? We got All Things Art in the house. Mr. Eric B says, happy, healthy New Year. Absolutely. I was out doing my walk today. I'd kind of taken a week off from walking. I kind of was slacking. So got my butt off the couch and did some walking today. Hopefully a little healthier. Absolutely. Rick Venezuela said, hopefully I said that right. Hi, everyone. Happy New Year. Same to you. I always butcher your name, but I always appreciate your art, my friend. Sokolov? Hopefully Sokolov, right? Sokolov. All right. I don't know. I'm a Midwest boy, and so I apologize, but I love your art. And good evening to you as well. Batsy Awards are always a fun time. Yeah, it's really fun. Some of the results are pretty surprising this year. And it's interesting to see voting, how it's kind of skewed a different way in 2024 compared to 2025. A lot of the big guns that came out in 23 have kind of subsided a little bit. So it's just interesting. It's really interesting. Jeremy T, Brotherhood member, thank you very much. I appreciate you, my friend. Happy New Year, everyone. And again, I just want to take a second real quick while I have so many members here. Again, thank you guys for becoming members and continuing to be members. It really does help the channel out a lot, and it means a lot to me. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart as we go into 2025. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Hello again, Paula. Yo, just watching. Another Brotherhood member. Thank you again for being here. Happy New Year's Eve, 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 Eve. Good evening, everyone. The Jolly Roger. Speaking of the Jolly Roger, this is off topic, but I saw Skeleton Crew. We watched the first 5 episodes last night and really enjoyed it. That if you don't know what that is, that's like the Star Wars like mini series. I guess there's going to be 3 more episodes, and I don't know about you guys, like if you guys have seen it, but it's very much Goonies. Does anybody agree with me that's seen it? Is it just Goonies? It's just Goonies. Just watching, another Brotherhood member. Happy New Year. Same to you. Thank you very much. Super Heroine Hunter 10. Happy New Year and happy Sunday. Thank you very much. Same to you. We've got Jimmy G says he's feeling under the weather, but wanted to stop in and say hello. Man, that crap is going. Is it the respiratory stuff, Jimmy? I tell you, like I had it, I don't know, last couple weeks on an antibiotic, trying to like get, just kind of get through it. It seems like everybody has that same crap, that same crud. Mark Mahoney in the house. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Another Brotherhood member. Thank you very much. Ash and Nate says, what's up? What's up? Not just a 1 what's up, but 2 what's up. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. And again, thank you for being a member. Really appreciate you guys. Jargon 2 says, hey, evening BSC. So what do you think will be release schedule from Prime 1 for the rest of the Justice line of statues? Probably by end of February, they'll all be up. Dog Alien XL. I really don't know. Prime 1's scheduling has been interesting. Like when stuff's going to go up. A lot of times it's feels really random. Although, again, a lot of that has felt that way lately from like even Sideshow. Like, why haven't they put the Riddler up for pre-order? Like all of those things. And also, have you guys enjoyed the 12 days of Sideshow so far? I filmed a video today. I'm kind of like talking about the first 5 days. And so that video, I don't know I think it might be up to members already. Can't remember if I posted it to members. I've got quite a few videos in the can right now, so I can't remember what I've done. No, it's not up to members yet. I'm going to do it right now. So I'm going to change that to members. So if you're a member on YouTube, all right, you now have early access. So my thoughts on the first 5 days, that's been a lot of fun as well. So again, it's just been an interesting, to kind of figure out when this stuff's going to be coming out. I appreciate you and what you do as well. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It had a lot of love this week. I was Insider of the Year for Iron Studios, and I didn't even know that was a thing. So that's really exciting. I just feel very honored that the people voted for me. And from what they said, it was by a lot. So I'm like, that's really great. That feels really good. And I'm glad that people trust me with my opinions on things. And so that was really cool. I wonder if I have that. Let me look real quick. I don't know if I saved it. I don't think I did. Hold on. So maybe people might not have any idea what I'm talking about. Talk amongst yourselves. Do. There it is. So yeah, this was sent to me, and just really neat. So again, I want to thank Iron Studios for and the fans for voting me Insider of the Year. I thought that was really cool. Insider de Año. Ano? Insider do Ano. Hopefully I said that right. Gave it some sort of justice. But anyway, that was really cool. So again, thank you guys very much. This means a lot to me. So thank you. Mike says, Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks, Mike Stainbrook, Brotherhood member. Travis H., good evening, Chris and everyone. Hope all is well. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Happy Sunday, Chris. Caesar is in the house. Just finished a 27-foot PAX wall. About to add LED lighting, e-shine tonight. Nice. That's great. I can't wait to see it. Make sure you post it. Post it in our group too, if you would, Fatal. I'd love to see it. Statue Doctor, could this be the last year that XM Studios will be in the Batsy Awards? Sad day for us collectors. The crazy thing is that I don't think XM Studios is even in it. Because stuff didn't come out. Like, I don't know, hopefully they will be back next year. There was some rumblings here this week that maybe they have a new investor, and I think I know who that investor is. I've talked to some other companies, and so that would be really interesting if that is who saved the day. But I know that they're retooling a little bit, so we'll see. But I'm hoping that XM's back. I love what they do, but I know that they are trying to figure their stuff out right now, so to speak. So hopefully we'll have XM back. I hope. Watched Den of Thieves last night. Really great movie. Which one is that, Eric? I don't know which one that is. Like I said, I've been watching Skeleton Crew this weekend. Danny J, good evening. Have you ever been tempted to pick up a statue outside the Batman universe? Danny, all the freaking time. All the time. Like, I would love to collect Iron Man statues. I would love to collect Star Wars. I would love to collect all of those things, and I used to. So if you were back around 10 years ago, I would post in Facebook group, and I would have Star Wars stuff. I'd have Marvel stuff. I had a whole Marvel case of the Avengers, and I had Hot Toys. And I got rid of all of those to focus because I was so stressed out. Now, of course, doing this channel has stressed me out in other ways. Obviously, there's drama and there's expense and there's building this bat bunker. There's been some drama and some stress for sure that I've, undoubtedly created myself. But it's definitely something that I would always love to have. I would love to have, especially Iron Man statues. I think like those movie statues. I think it'd be fun to do all like the Legendary Beast Marvel pieces. But at the end of the day, it's not Marvel statue collector, it's Batman statue collector. And so I stay true to I stay true to my focus. Yeah, I feel better, Jimmy. And Jimmy's thanking Eric because Eric gifted 5 memberships. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. That gives you guys a little bit of a taste of what it's like to be a member. And if you would like to become a full-time member, that's just very much appreciated. So thank you guys very much. I'm doing some demo work. I took down a wall to make one big room. Those statues need space. Well, I was actually contemplating that a couple years back. My family would have killed me, I think. And I'm really glad that I opted for this space. This space is just proven to be perfect. It's just, I'm so thankful for this space and what it allows me to do here on YouTube and what it allows me to do as my collection grows. Jimmy G also gifted 5 Batman memberships. So I want to give a shout out to Jimmy G. Of course, Godlike Statues over on YouTube as well. And Eric B at All Things Art on YouTube. So definitely check out their channels, guys. And again, that's 10 memberships right there tonight. So thank you very much. And I hope you guys enjoy some of the early access here in the holiday season. Hey, Paula, sorry. I was hoping a membership would land on you. Paula's not a member? What's up with that, Paula? Come on. I'll throw in like a Harley Quinn something. I'll find something. Opinions on that Harley Sideshow just announced. Well, I actually talk about it in tomorrow's video. So you guys, the 79 people watching right now, will get a little taste. I think it's great. I love that it's going to be the Jester Harley. I think that is a piece that people are definitely going to gravitate toward, although it is basically a copy. Although I wonder if it'll be flipped, but I don't think it is based on the promo. I think that would have been cool to have them like back to back, but it's basically a copy of the Hell on Wheels. It is a modern Hell on Wheels with the classic Jester costume. And I think that's going to be really exciting. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. However, and Paula, please, as I'm asking Paula to become a member, Do we need another Harley? You know, a lot of people at the 12 days are like, oh, I would love maybe a Killer Croc, maybe a Ra's al Ghul. Why do we need another Harley? And it's because Harley sells. Harley is fantastic. Harley is a very popular character. She's beautiful. She's stunning. And obviously, people will gravitate toward her. And obviously, she sells. She's just a good seller. But at the same time, do we really need another Harley? It's just like saying, do we really need another Batman? And depending on if you're a Batman or Harley collector, the answer is always usually yes. But I would have loved to have seen something new. So again, it's good and bad on that Harley. Good and bad for me. MPOG1 says, good evening. Sorry, I'm singing your name for some reason. So again, thank you to Eric and Jimmy. XM made some XMP. Let me try again. XM made some epic pieces. If they go out of business, people have some true collectible heirlooms. White Knight, Storm, Ghost Rider, Maestro, Batman, Shogun. They've had so many sought after pieces over the years. And again, I did not really understand XM until I got one. And when you get one in, you understand. And I had the whole Samurai line. And over the last year or so, I started seeing some of the other Samurai pieces, and I'm like, oh, I didn't love that Killer Croc. There was just something like I just felt like, okay, I really want to focus on just the comics book stuff, even though I do have some movie pieces. And speaking of that, I do have a surprise movie piece coming in. I'll be doing a live unboxing next week, probably, maybe next Saturday. We'll see. But I'm wanted to focus more on the comic book stuff. So I went away from the Samurai stuff, but it was still incredible, the quality of it, the paint of it. I do still have my 1XM piece, which is back there, the Bat Bike, which is still, you know, an awesome piece. And again, it's a piece I can't, it's going to be one of the last ones I sell if I ever do, because of the memories of Dan and I unboxing that one live for you guys. So I have a memory tied to that. But yeah, I hope they don't go out of business. And again, I've heard that there is an investor working right now, that there will be some pieces that will be canceled. And I don't know if people will get their money back. I don't know. Again, there's a lot of gray area there. I'm hoping the investor will take care of that. But you know, you're talking about a lot of money. And so I'm hoping, again, they get all of their, no, I hope they get their shit together, really, because I want them to be successful, because I do really like what they put out. I haven't been a big fan of some of their stuff that they showed toward the end of last year or whenever the last, like some of the Batman, Superman. I didn't love some of those things. The Bane, I felt like it was just okay. So like the art direction wasn't always my favorite, but some of those pieces, like you mentioned, they're phenomenal. Batman Shogun. I mean, I love the original Batman, Batman Samurai. Like, I think it's one of the coolest pieces they ever did. So I'm hopeful for them. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. If you guys would take a second and hit the like button if you do enjoy this content, if you're having a good time. And that really does help me out tremendously here on the channel. So again, thank you very much. And again, happy New Year coming up to everybody. Chris, can you part with your Harley stuff? Way too easy. I'm still seeing that Punchline statue hanging out back there. Harley's got a prettier face and nicer butt. Go get yourself another Harley. Well, again, she is phenomenal. And yeah, prettier face and nice. I'll agree with that. But yeah, I do have my Punchline still back there. And I really love her, but I definitely have, you know, more Harley represented in the collection than I do Punchline. Obviously she's just a newer character, and I like the way she looks. And I like that, you know, she's kind of crazy and deals with the Joker. So that's fun. But like, come on, Arkham City, does it get much better than that Harley right there? Beautiful. I've got one over here. I've got one back there. I am selling my Harley Hell on Wheels. What did I say? I think $425 plus shipping. If anybody's interested in my Harley Hell on Wheels, because I am getting the fan art one. I agree, Fatal, but I hope someone could take the reins. Just need a design person and a good factory and workers with good materials and paint. I mean, they already have their factories, but I know that they've had some factory issues, and I think that part of the issue is I don't know if they were always able to pay the factory. And so I don't know if they've burned that bridge, so to speak. And again, this is just stuff that I'm hearing. So again, I am very pro XM. I want them to be successful. And I don't have all the insider information, even though I am insider of the year. I don't have all that information. So we speculate, and sometimes we assume. You know what happens when we assume? We make stuff up, right? Because we don't know. I know, Paul. I know. I'm enjoying Skeleton Crew as well. It definitely has a Goonies vibe, getting my young boys into Star Wars. I'm a Lego Star Wars collector, but I enjoy Batman, and glad I found your channel. Well, thank you very much. I love Lego as well. I don't know if you ever watched my office tour at work. I'm a counselor, so I've got all these Legos. I do a Lego club with the kids. So it's just fun. But yeah, I definitely feel like it has Goonies vibes to it. It's like the pirates. It's got the one-eyed Willie. It's got the robot with. It's just there's just a lot of similarities, and I've also have heard that there's a lot of ties directly into Captain EO, which was the Michael Jackson short film at Disneyland for a long time. They should give the new Harley a forward-facing portrait to change it up a bit. I agree. I would like to see maybe two portraits, and I'm hoping they don't do the same two portraits that's on Hell on Wheels. I would love to see them take on two new portraits. But we'll see. I'm excited to see what it looks like when it's all finished. I do like the Prime 1 Metal Harley. Man, that's on my... I did a video too where it's like my top 10 maybe statues, and that's on the list. I really like that statue. I just don't know if I need it. And I have no connection to that particular version of Harley. And again, I already have 2 third scales, and I'll get a third with the Legendary Beast. So do I really need the Harley Who Laughs, the metal piece? I don't know. What do you guys think? Again, she's just a fun character, right? And there's room for all of them. There's room for all of them. Hey, 93 people watching. Thank you guys for being here. Hope you're all having a great New Year's Eve, however many there are before New Year's Day. And again, if you're just joining, I do have a special surprise New Year's Day for you guys. So definitely stay tuned to the channel. But yeah, I don't know. I lost my train of thought there. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Please hit the like button if you would. That helps me out. Robert's thanking for the memberships. Again, thank you guys for spreading those out. Got Jim in the house. Hello to Jim. Gerald Butler, 50 Cent plus more really good actors. Great crime thriller about robbing banks. Okay, what was the name of that again? Let me go up here. Den of Thieves. Okay, Den of Thieves. I'll check it out. Charles in the house. Happy New Year, Chris from Australia. Loved your Prime 189 Batman review the other week. Now I must decide between Prime 1 the Batman and the Prime 189. Oh my God. Gosh, they're both really good. I mean, I guess, Charles, which one do you connect with more? Like for me, oh man, that is tough. Ugh. I don't know which one I would pick. I mean, I would probably pick Keaton because that's my Batman. But I love both statues. Can you get both of them? Can you swing both? It's hard. That's a hard one. I don't know. Again, she's just, again, young, attractive female. People gravitate toward those type of characters. About Action Boss Brotherhood member, thank you for being here. Hey, Chris, good evening. With Sideshow coming out with their what they're calling their new gruesome line, do you think they may revisit a character like Killer Croc, or should try a shot at Ra's al Ghul? I absolutely think they will. Again, just some rumblings that I've been hearing, things that they want to do, things that other companies are wanting to do. I really think, again, they are going to be catering to the hardcore collector, the ones that are going to be buying this stuff. And I do think that they will do another Croc. I think they'll do a Clayface. I really do. I know Tweeterhead is really wanting to do some more characters like that with Sideshow, like they did. in both 6 scale and quarter scale. Of course, that would be in conjunction with Sideshow. So again, there's stuff that I can't say yet, guys, but just know from, again, Insider of the Year, dun, 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 dun. But seriously, there's my David Finchwell. But seriously, with all jokes aside, like, there's stuff coming. Like, there is stuff coming that people are going to be excited about. So have faith. Again, I do not necessarily know about specifics of those two characters. I do know some specifics of some other characters that are going to be done that I'm very excited that have never been done. So just stay tuned, guys. It's going to be a fun year. It's going to be a fun year for collecting. White Knight's fantastic. Ooh, Swin. Super blurry there. Sorry, guys. This camera, like, there's so much going on in the background. I don't know how this camera keeps up, actually. Vincent, Happy New Year, dude. Same to you. Can you believe it's already almost 2025? It's pretty crazy. Great piece, Fatal. It's a great piece. Congratulations. Punchline will never be as loved and popular as Harley, just like a new character and exactly. She is. Punchline's just the new shiny thing. And I think that's all Punchline will ever be. I love that she was created by George Jimenez. Finally had a chance to meet him this year. And again, I like the way the character looks. She's been fun in the comics. But yeah, she'll never be Harley. More interesting than Carry On with Jason Bateman, in my opinion, Den of Thieves. Okay. I don't know if anybody saw Carry On, but man, I loved Carry On. I thought it was really fun. Jason Bateman played a really good villain. So highly recommended. I own the OG Harley from Sideshow, so looking forward to the Hell on Wheels variant, especially because it's the Jester look. Did you ever get the one with the mallet where she's like in action? I really liked that one too. I thought it added a lot of like movement to my old Sideshow display that used to be behind me. I really liked that one a lot too. I've liked all the Jester ones, even like Tweeterhead's 4 scale that they did on top of all the blocks. All right, so another vote for Den of Thieves. There you go. There you go. Any update on the Batman versus Joker statue from Sideshow that was broken? So I filed a claim with Sideshow, and I asked for a refund. And the box was sent back earlier this week. Got it all boxed up, and I will get my full refund. I'll get the reward points back that I used on it, which I used quite a few rewards points. And it sucks because having it in hand, it looks great. It looks great. Let me try to pull up something. I think I posted these on my Instagram. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, please consider doing so. So let me show you this image right here. So this was a photo. I kind of kept putting it together, and this is what it would have looked like. And it's hard because it's a really fun piece. Now, I didn't put it all together. And if you don't know, mine was broken in the box in the wood beam. The wood beam is what keys into the base. Joker keys into that, and then Batman keys into the Joker. So there's a lot of weight on that beam, which is right. Let's see. Sorry, I'm backwards on the camera. So like that beam right there, okay? This beam with the red key. So that goes in there, and it was broken. It was snapped in half. And the thing that was hard about that was that it had no rod in it, and I feel like it needs it. Now, if yours arrives fine, you will be able to put it together, and hopefully it will stay okay. But it was to the point where, for me, I was just worried that it over time would not hold the weight. And I don't want to scare anybody off from buying. A lot of people saw my video and a lot of people saw my comment. And they're like, well, I just instantly canceled. And I feel bad because yours might have been fine. Mine wasn't. And it made me nervous long term. And again, that is just me worrying and speculating in what might happen. It might have never happened. And it might not ever happen to yours. But it was enough that I saw that it didn't have a rod in it for me to say, I really like this statue and I wish it could have stayed in the collection. Because, I mean, look at it. It's awesome. It's fun. And it's different. It is different than the Batman versus Joker that's back here, like this one right here. You know, that one, it's very different. But I still think it has a place in the Batcave. I still think it has a place in your display. But it was one of those things where I was very nervous about the long term with that piece, because there was a lot of weight on that key without a rod, which really surprised me. So I asked for a refund. Do you think the attention you brought to the Samurai line had an effect on XM, like surging popularity right before sales plummeted across the hobby? I am hoping that my channel and other channels out there have a positive effect on statues. That's a big plus for me to like promote this hobby that I love. There were people doing this before me, and I got hooked on the hobby because a lot of those channels. I always mention like Bruce Campbell's Chin. It's one of the very first ones I watched. There was a lot of really great statue channels out there and Facebook groups that inspired me to do this. And I'm hoping that I was able to promote XM in a positive way. You know, I don't know. I hope I had a positive effect. I don't know if I did or not. You guys tell me. But I'm hoping I had a positive effect on them. Get it, Chris. Chris, what do you think will happen to all the pre-order money if XM does go under? I think people are out of luck. And I think especially like retailers like Todd, Marcos, Jason, some of these people are going to have to eat it. And I hate to see that. And they've said so. They've said that they're going to eat that cost, which I don't know how they can. I am not in their shoes, but I feel for them and I feel for anybody that might lose money. And again, though, hearing that there is an investor, whether that's true or not, again, we're not always told the truth. But if that is true, then I'm hoping that people will at least get their money back for the things they cancel. That is my hope. Because I've lost money before and it sucks. And I think that would be a really big blow right now to the community. I know it would be a big blow to the community. Happy New Year's from the city with the 4-12 Chicago Bears. The Bears. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just, it's been a rough season for some teams. Of course, my lucky ass Chiefs. Right here, baby. I got to tell you, it's been a year. Chris, you have the Battinson, Bale, and Keaton Batman. I'm curious why you don't have the Batfleck. Couple of reasons. I really like the Batfleck statue, but it's way oversized. That's one of the biggest statues out there. It's almost half scale. So it doesn't pair up with any of the third scales that I have. I've actually considered the old one where he's on the gargoyle. I think it's awesome. I love the piece. Ben Affleck, for whatever reason, never resonated with me the same way that the other ones have. And some people, that is your Batman, and God bless you. But Affleck is not my Batman. I I appreciated what he did with the films. I liked him less and less with each film released. I really liked him in Batman versus Superman, and I think that if he had been in his own standalone film, I would have had that statue in my collection. I think I would have liked him more, but I've never really connected with the Batman Superman stuff, and so it just wasn't my Batman. BSC, you should pick up the Harley Who Laughs so I can buy it from you later at a huge discount. I would shock her, right? I mean, me sell an item, but no, I do like the piece. Happy New Year, brother. Love the Finch wall. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate that. Boom. That's an older picture now. This one doesn't have a couple of the other ones up there, but definitely a dream come true to have the Finch wall. I haven't ordered the Harley Who Laughs. Oh, sorry. It's been a long weekend. It's hard to see her all messed up like that. I'm surprised you didn't get that one, Paula. That seems like it might be up your alley. Yes. XM hasn't really released much over the last year. They've staged some factory photos. It's just been a rough year. There's been lack of communication. Again, I'm hoping that they are okay, but I would be concerned for collectors. They have said that some stuff is still going to ship. They have said some stuff's going to be canceled, but they haven't said what. Are you still going forward with Dan's idea of putting art behind your statues? He has great ideas. So one thing that we talked about the last time Dan was on the show, which was actually the live unboxing, we talked about art up here, and he was under the impression that there was a lot more space up here. And so if I'm able to get enough art, you know, and start putting art behind the statue, kind of like this. This is my Ryan Brown piece. And so if I was able to space them out at that size and keep putting them behind there, I think I might be okay. But the larger art, I think I would have a little bit of a harder time with. So I just don't know. But it's definitely my goal to keep getting art, but I'm definitely going to slow down. 2025, I'm definitely going to slow down. I'm just joking. I'm super stoked about Archangel. That's a great piece. I don't know if I missed. What did I miss you saying earlier, Eric? Yeah, I must have missed something. All right, let me get caught back up here. Captain Trenchcoat. Hey, Chris, hope you had a great holiday. Wasn't Tweeterhead going to make a big announcement this month? Well, they were going to make a Halloween announcement, and then they were going to make like a Thanksgiving announcement, and then maybe a month of December announcement. No announcement. So again, I'm hoping to be able to bring that to you guys, but I don't know if they'll ever announce it. So we'll see. Your Vision. Hey, everyone. Thanks for being here. 4 prints. Can't go wrong with that. It's a shame, too, about the Batman versus Joker. Even if it makes it to you okay, it's an accident waiting to happen, or the fact you can't ever resell it because it may break then, too. Too risky in the long run. I hadn't even really thought about that, you know, the reselling of it, but you're right. I mean, I don't know. Like, I am not the only one that happened to. So, again, like, no rod, that is nuts. I agree. Like, I just feel like if it had that rod, and maybe if Sideshow could go back and put a rod in, I would maybe rebuy that, because I would like to have it in the cave. It was a fun piece, but I don't know. I feel like if they could just go back and put that rod in, it would give people peace of mind. Extreme Gamer Collector 23. Hey, Chris, I don't blame you. I also have the same thoughts for the people that get theirs. Will it break over time? I'm hoping not, but that's why I canceled. I worry about it. It's just a shame. because it's sculpted by Martin Canale, Daniel Bell. I love the storytelling. I love that it was sculpted by my two favorite sculptors. Like, it's just fun, right? Or two of my favorite sculptors. I've got a lot of favorite sculptors. That Batman versus Joker looks like a great piece. I just don't understand why it didn't have a rod to support it better. I saw multiple collectors with the same break. I'm guessing that Sideshow at this point is probably kicking themselves for not having that rod in there. And again, they don't know sometimes until this stuff happens. They do drop tests, and obviously they didn't have an issue. I hope they didn't know they had an issue. Have you seen Secret Labs Dark Knight variant desk and chair? It would be very fitting for that room. I haven't ever got the chair. I would like to have the Secret Lab chair. But I just haven't spent the money. So, if one just randomly arrives at my door, I would not be upset, but I just haven't wanted to spend the money on it. Do you like Dragon Ball Z statues? What do you think about Dragon Ball Z's? Christian, I know nothing, zero, zilch about Dragon Ball Z's, unfortunately. I apologize. I am 48. I have no idea about any of that stuff. I know about Batman. And that's about it. No, I know about a lot of things, but it's never been my thing. Anime, I know the logo. I couldn't even name one character from Dragon Ball Z. And I know they're very popular, but it's just not my thing. All the way the market is, you probably can get that Batman versus Joker piece for a discount from someone willing to sell. And that's true, Eric. At some point I might be able to. And if it's cheaper, then I don't have to worry. Like, if it's $1,000 piece and it breaks, that sucks. But if it's a $400 piece, yeah, maybe, I don't know. It just, again, I'm just amazed there wasn't a rod in it. We got Jonathan in the house, the Everyday Collector. Hey, wishing everyone a happy New Year's celebration. Same to you. Again, it's a little early, but I know we all have a busy week this week, and most of us will be doing other things this week. So I'm really glad I could hang out with you guys for a little while pre-holiday. A reputable site has a Prime 1 statue that's been released for a while now as a pre-order. How should I interpret this? Is it unusual, uncommon? What could this mean? I really like the statue. So what happens is there's a lot of retailers that will ship their items way after it's out to the public. So if I get a statue from Prime 1, they have their factory, it goes in their cargo, whatever, ship or boat, or plane, and it arrives here quickly, usually within a month or two. Sometimes if you do the express shipping, you can get it within a week. And I haven't done that for a number of years. I do the slow shipping. But if you do it from a retailer, and we're talking Collector Zone, we're talking Spec Fiction, we're talking about Comic Concepts, we're talking about some of these retailers here in the United States, Secret Compass, Big Bad Toy Store. A lot of them, what happens is they have to wait till a container is completely full. They might have that item in storage, but they have to have a container full before it comes over here to the United States or wherever. So it's just a really long wait sometimes. And that's why I tend to not buy from a retailer, just because I have a YouTube channel, so I want stuff to get in quickly. I'm impatient. I'm pretty sure I have ADHD. I can't, I overthink, I hyperfixate. I want stuff yesterday. So for me, it's just, I can't do it. I can't wait. But if you are somebody that can wait, you will get it. But it just takes a long time sometimes, and it sometimes frustratingly so. But you have to be patient if you're going to go through a retailer. Go Chiefs! XM Beast was paid in full. I hope XM don't go under, but people won't pre-order with them for a while, so not sure how they can make money. That's the biggest thing, is there's zero confidence, which you would normally want to get pre-order out, so that helps fund the things, right? And companies have done that for a really long time. They put stuff on pre-order to help fund whatever. And with XM, Again, I don't know. I don't know if they just bit off more than they could chew. I don't know if they put so much money into that store, which turned out to be amazing, and other ventures. Maybe they thought all this income was going to be coming in, and then it didn't. I don't know. That's just the way it appeared on the outside to a lot of collectors, not just me. I'm just spewing what other people say and other things I've heard as well. But that's the problem, is there's not going to be any confidence. So the investor, if there is this investor that's coming in to save the day, they're going to have to refund people, get the factory going again, and not have any income coming in for a while. It's tough. Like, it just sucks. It's hard to see any company go through this that we care about. You know, if we all hate XM, blah 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 blah, like, good riddance, right? But like, people love what they put out, and it just sucks. You know, we've seen other companies go under, and I'm hoping XM doesn't. And I worry about people and their money. Amen, Batfleck. Okay, good. See, I've got at least one person on my side that doesn't like Batfleck as much. Again, I like him, just not enough to like put stuff in my collection. You know, I've never had a Batfleck. Oh, I did have a Batfleck. I did. I had the half scale Batfleck, and it went to Bat in the Sun. That's right. Long time ago, probably like almost 6 or 7 years ago, probably. I forgot I had that. Didn't last long. I'm not a fan of half scales. Namek says, I like the Prime 1 Harley, has a great normal portrait, and I like Harley statues with their hyenas. I love the normal portrait also with just the triangles. I wouldn't do any of the other portraits at all, but I like the regular portrait. Again, Happy New Year to all, and see you next year. LOL, peace. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, can you believe it's 2025 almost? Do you think you've spent more money on art or your statues over the last several years? Art. It's crazy. I actually am working on, sorry, my allergies are going crazy tonight. I'm actually working on something for the channel, and it's kind of a slow going process, but I've been itemizing everything, coming up with how much I spent on everything in this room. And it's crazy because not too long ago, I did a video saying, like, if somebody offered me $100,000, would I sell everything? How many of you think I've got more than 100 grand in this room? So once you total everything up and you figure it out, it's crazy. And it's crazy how much I've spent on art this year. Way more than I ever spent on a year of statues. That's why I need to slow down. Hi, I'm Chris, and I have a problem. I'll be the first one to admit it. I got to slow down. What do you think of James Gunn's Superman and his brighter take on DC? I'm excited but scared to see his take on Batman and Damian. So I think the trailer looks great. I'm optimistic about the trailer. I like the way it looks. I like the tone. But everything I've been reading this week, all these test screenings that they're doing, people aren't liking it. They're comparing it to The Mummy. And that concerns me. You know, The Mummy was fun. Kind of a popcorn flick, Brandon Fraser. That has me worried. And they freaking delayed my Batman. The Batman 2 is delayed to 2027 now. All those old Robert Pattinson memes, I tell you, looking like he's 80. Should I wait for J&D to make Michael Keaton Batman, especially since Prime 1 pieces are basically the same, and I know J&D will do a better job? Again, Miguel, it's always subjective. The J&D you're going to pay a lot more for. So I'm excited. I think that they will probably do an unmasked portrait. Obviously Prime 1 did, or Blitzway did that as well with the second Michael Keaton. So it's going to be a similar effect. It's up to you. Again, it's very subjective as to what you're going to want in your collection. It's really difficult. Hey, Blake Mason, $10 super chat. Thank you guys for, anytime you guys do super chats, it's very much appreciated. Very much. Just all rolls back into the channel. Blake says, my wife and I welcomed our first baby in July, a baby boy. Toned down my collecting. Have Legendary Beast, Batman, and Thanos on pre-order. Been watching your channel for years. Keep up the great work. Well, first of all, congratulations on your son. I'm a dad of 2 boys, and the crazy thing is, like, my boys are like teenagers now. Like, one's driving, one's gonna be driving soon, and it's amazing how fast it all goes. And it will take up a lot of your time, a lot of sleepless nights, but there's nothing better than being a dad. And I'm really happy for both of you guys. And thank you for watching the channel for a number of years. That means a lot to me. And it's okay to tone down your collection. I toned down mine when my kids were really little. I definitely slowed down, but as they started getting a little bit older, things started picking up again. I felt confident in what I was able to do. Our family was making enough money that we didn't have to worry about, food on the table and that sort of thing. Because all of this has always been separate from, like, my income, my wife's income, like, all of that has always been separate. So if you could set like a fund off to the side to slowly get things again. But I understand why you have to tone down your collecting. But congratulations again. And thank you for the super chat. New baby boy. That's awesome. That's great, Eric. Like I said, in my video, I said, people just have to be patient. That's it. They have to be patient, and Tweeterhead needs to make it right. And comments like this, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. And I think other collectors want to hear it too. I would buy the Prime 1 now and enjoy it. If J&D does make one and you love it, you can sell the Prime 1. Absolutely. I think it's going to be real hard to get the Prime 1. Just like it's impossible to get this Catwoman. I don't think a lot of people are going to sell this one. So if you're on the fence, I agree with your vision here. If you had to choose, what company would you choose for the Trinity? Probably Prime 1. I still love what they produce. Tweeterhead, Sideshow, Prime 1 are my favorite companies in terms of what they have. And that's what I have in my collection. I do have some Queen Studios. I've got some XM, but I believe in the art direction of those companies. I really like what they're doing right now. But for Trinity, I would definitely go with Prime 1, although I wouldn't get the Trinity because I usually only get Batman and his villains. There are some exceptions like Batgirl, but I would definitely get Batman. I'm very excited about the Alex Ross Trinity. I feel like if there's anything that would make me buy all 3, it would be that line. Tweeterhead said they will ship my Skeletor on Panther next month on the 17th. That's great. That's great. Again, stuff is coming in. They actually posted a photo of Debbie today, or this week, not today, of her with the container. So they have the container. They're unloading it, that first batch. That's great. Hey, Matt T, love my Secret Labs chair and desk. Great investments. That's great. I'm glad to hear it. I'm real happy with my desk. Like, I have the same, this desk is the same as this desk. I just bought 2 of the same, and I really like it. And I feel like it really fits in here with the color of the floor and everything. I like the way it looks, but I would definitely consider getting the chair. I'm a Bat Beast Brotherhood member. Thank you very much. I'm a little bummed that I'm going to have to move to 1/4 scale since Prime 1 isn't putting out as much 3rd scale comic book pieces. Not as much, but they are still putting them out. We're talking about Catwoman Hush. We're talking about Mr. Freeze 3rd scale. We're talking about Riddler 3rd scale. So there is going to be stuff still coming. But I think that this right here, that number right there, 1/4, is the sweet spot. It's been consistent no matter what has been coming out, whether it is just novelty stuff, whether it is, the popularity of third scale or half scale or silicone heads or life-size giant creepy Heath Ledger Jokers. No matter what the thing has been, quarter scale has always been the one consistent that people have loved. And so you cannot go wrong with quarter scale. I still think that quarter scale and third scale can mix nicely. I don't think like 10th scale and 10th scale and third scale mix very well, but quarter scale and third scale, I feel like that's the sweet spot, at least for me. So I think you're okay going to fourth scale, but there is still stuff coming. And also don't forget that Legendary Beast, they're doing a third scale Clayface. They're doing a Mr. Freeze. They're going to do Braz Al Ghul. They're going to do all these characters that they have teased. It might take 7 years, but they're coming. If you smell, no, sorry, I don't. Is Dwayne your real name, Dwayne Johnson? I have to know. Hello, Chris. It's been a while since I've been on your channel, Livestream Hangout. I've had a lot going on dealing with, so that's why the absence. Hopes all is well with you. Well, I'm good. I hope you're okay. I know we all have things. We all have things in our life that we are going through. And as I always talk about on the channel, dips and valleys, right? I, like me personally, I feel like I've been in a pretty good valley here in the last 3 or 4 months, but I'm working through it. And it's one of those things where you have to take care of you. Your mental health is the most important thing, family, your job, or whatever you need to take care of. So don't ever apologize for being absent. Just, I hope you're okay. That's all I care about. And number 2, when things are better, I'm glad that you're back. This whole thing is supposed to take us away from all of the stress and the craziness and the badness of our lives, the negativity. And so again, people tell me all the time and they thank me for the positivity and the family atmosphere. Even though I did cuss a little bit tonight, I apologize for all the little ones maybe watching, but again, I just hope that you're okay. That's what I want to say. A+ Collectibles in the house. I love the frosty mug. That sounds delicious right now. Batman has such a rich universe of his own that you can collect forever and not get bored. He is definitely my favorite DC character. And his rogues, right? I mean, there's always going to be something unique and interesting. And I specifically like when they do characters from comics. Like, that's the Libra Mayho Catwoman right there. And that's the Jason Fabok. And that's the George Jimenez. Like, I love, and that's the Gabriel Del Otto. I love that they're doing art based on art. And there's always going to be new art out there. I'm excited. I've been reading the Absolute Batman. I want an Absolute Batman now. I didn't a week ago. Now I do. So it's really cool. I didn't out for a while. Sorry. Hey, Chris, are you familiar with Darkside Toy? Are they legit? Yes, Darkside Collectibles is. They are legit. Yeah, trust them. As far as XM, I still find it odd how Ben and Aang have disappeared as well. If it was a custom group, they had been called scammers by now. But they used to be so involved in their Facebook group, but no longer. Again, this is just another telltale sign for me. If you're not vocal, if you're not part of the group, why? And I think that, I mean, does it feel like hiding? Kind of, yeah. Running away from the problem, maybe. But it does sound like, hopefully, if this is true, that they have an investor. But, as much shit as Chad gets for customer service and everything else, at least he comes on shows like this on other channels and talks about it. He faces the fire. I wish other companies would do that, especially when buyer confidence is at an all-time low. All-time low. So I would love for them to come out and say, here's where we're at. Now, to their credit, maybe they can't. Whenever you bring on a new investor, there is all sorts of legalities, hoops. I can't even imagine what somebody has to go through for somebody to maybe take over a company or whatever is happening. So again, I don't know. But I wish that they would be more vocal, but maybe I always try to be the devil's advocate. I always try to see both sides of the coin. That's the counselor in me. And maybe they just can't say anything. But it has been disappointing. There's another one. You can like something and not need a statue for it. That's true. That's true. There's lots of things I like that I don't have a statue. I did not have the bat. Oh, I did. Good Lord. I've had way too much crap over the years. Yeah, my Batfleck bust went to Ashley. If you guys remember Ashley, had a chance to meet her last year in Dallas, as we met Danny Elfman, which was really cool. Was that this year? Yeah, that was just this year, right? Man, I don't even remember what yesterday was, let alone 6 months ago. I did have the Batfleck bust. Thank you, John, for calling me out. Oh my goodness. I wanted that half scale Nightmare Batman from Prime 1, only half scale I ever wanted. And it's funny because they just took the old one that I had and added the Nightmare stuff to it. And it looked great. It looked great. Maybe you'll get it someday, Fatal. That $2,000 quarter scale Batman from the new company that you pre-ordered doesn't make you nervous, especially with all the XM stuff going on. I was nervous. They are tied to a known company. And so I am optimistic, but yes, I was nervous. They are not a custom company, however. So yeah, it's a Supercraft Collectibles, Supercraft Studio, I believe is what they're officially called. And it does make me a little nervous, but as soon as I get it in, I won't be nervous anymore. Those original art bills pile up quickly. Oh my God, do they ever? Original art, don't go down that rabbit hole. I also didn't like Batfleck. The thing I kind of liked of his impression of Batman was that he was massive. I liked the look of him. I did like the look, but I just didn't love him as Batman. I don't know. It just didn't connect. Yeah, there's enough depressing things in life without adding the totality of spin on my room. Yeah, it's better not to know. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing right now tonight, Paula. Retail 100K or aftermarket pricing, people ain't buying, so take the 100K and start over. Yeah, basically what I'm doing is I'm taking what I paid, just to get a snapshot of where I'm at right now, not necessarily retail value. You definitely have 100K in that room. Sometimes I wish I would have put all that statue money into Dogecoin. I could have repurchased my entire collection and paid off the house. Yeah, and I've never really been into that. I've never been into investing. I mean, we do invest, but it's not my thing. And I probably should have gotten into that. I probably would have been a lot smarter than starting a YouTube channel about Painted Rock. Good evening, Chris, or good night, Chris. What companies do you like more? Which one you see they nail it in scale, quality, likeness? Likeness right now, top of the list for me is Blitzway. Infinity Studios, sometimes J&D for me. Like their Sean Connery was really good. My favorite company is still Prime 1. I mentioned it earlier. I like Prime 1. I really like Tweeterhead. I really like Sideshow. Those are probably my top 3 favorite companies. Although I appreciate all the companies, but those are probably my favorite 3. But Prime 1 will be my favorite just because they make the scale I like. They make the stuff that I like the most. And they make it based on comic book art, which is what I like the most. Sideshow, they base it on their own art, which I love. Mostly Richard Luong. Love him. But it's not based on any particular comic. Which mummy you're referring to, Brandon Fraser? I've been told the Brendan Fraser. So we'll see. We'll see. Chris, what do you think about the Prime 1 Mystery Collection? Is it the first time they do something like that? Dario, I don't know if you watched my video on it, but I had a lot to say. I just can't imagine very many people doing it. Somebody mentioned like buying like the Kong versus Godzilla or something, which would be, mostly most of the cost. So I don't know. I think I feel like it's something for retailers. It's a good deal for retailers. I'm not necessarily interested, but I'm definitely interested in the reveal. Hello, Junkie Toys. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. I could park it right in here. I know, Stanley. I should have been prepared. All I still have is my little hated it Santa hat. That's all I got. I don't have any poppers. Thanks, Chris. I'm trying. Still got some stuff going on. It's been a tough, hard year last few months for me, but I'll get there at some point. And thanks for asking and your concern. Yes, my name is Dwayne. Okay. Actually, Dwayne Johnson. All right. Well, there you go. But I'm glad that you're okay. And again, reach out to the community if you need anything. And this too shall pass. This too shall pass. I'd love to see Prime 1 do more George Jimenez pieces. Me too. It would be amazing to see Miracle Molly, the Gardener, or Ghostmaker. I'm really surprised they haven't done his Harley Ivy. Yeah, that would be fun, actually. I think I would be really interested in the Harley Ivy of his because it's such a unique look. Chris, you should do a spoiler review of Absolute Batman. Interested to hear what you think. Just overall, I love it. I love the writing. Obviously, Scott Snyder. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I really I've read the first 2 or 3 issues. I can't remember. I think maybe the first just 2, and I really like it. It's really, really fun so far. So glad that you finally read Absolute Batman. OG Batman can't be beat, but it's a breath of fresh air for the characters of his rogues. Really like the take on Killer Croc. It's been a lot of fun. And it is a new, fresh take, and I like the way he looks. Yeah, I agree. I didn't know there was an Absolute Wonder Woman too. Toys Wonderland got me for $4,000 on Henry Cavill life-size bust. I didn't order from secondhand vendors anymore. That left a ding. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Again, just like anything right now, it's a crapshoot. I mean, if you go through retailers, I feel like Sideshow's safe. That might be about it. I don't know. I feel like everybody's probably going to be okay, but it's just dicey right now. I did not go watch Kraven the Hunter. It didn't look interesting to me at all. Yeah, it definitely had a great looking suit, especially Batman versus Superman. I hated all of the designs after that. But yeah. I guess we'll see, Eric. I guess we'll see. Hey, Chris, greeting wishes from Argentina. I went ahead and grabbed the custom Harley because I saw in your group is the artist trustable. So he's the one that did my punchline, and I had no trouble with that one. I don't talk about where they come from or who the artist is. I don't talk about that on the channel, but you will see her in the background, and I'm excited for her. But congratulations. I'm trying to remember how they did. I don't know if that's a spoiler. Hope it's not. I'm sorry if it was. Hello, Knight. All that source material from comics, and we're left with crappy superhero movies now. I know. Absolute Superman and Wonder Woman, Batman in March, Green Lantern, Flash, and Martin Manhunter. And see, I could care less about any of that. I'm glad that they're not mixing, at least not yet. Mega is coming up soon. Looking forward to seeing your coverage. Yeah, looking forward to that. We're going to have a really great time. We got Matt, Dan, Eric, myself, Ledger. I think Billy's coming for a little bit. We're going to have a lot of fun. Going to hit the parks. I think we're going to take Danny Earls out for dinner. Maybe even go to the parks with him. It'll be fun. Do Megacon, pick up some art. It's going to be a blast. Can't wait, guys. And that's, you know, just a little over a month away. So a little over a month. All right. Well, I was going to do an hour. Went an hour and 10 tonight. I want to thank everybody. I also want to say Happy New Year. I hope you have a safe New Year Eve and day. Again, I got something special for you guys on New Year's Day here on the channel. There might be a Rogues that night. I don't know. I'm going to talk to the guys. We might just skip it and do it the next week. But then again, January 15th, guys, will be the Batsy Awards. And again, I want to give a shout out to this guy right here, Marcos at Collector Zone. He is going to be giving away, I believe, 18 $50 gift cards to people in the live chat to Collector Zone, which is awesome. I can't thank him enough for that. So again, you do have to be live in the show, in the chat to receive the giveaway. I might be giving away something as well. I think we might be giving away some art. So we got giveaways. We're just, it's a night where we celebrate what we love. And if you're watching this right now, you love statue collecting, you love art, and you love being part of this community. And that's what the Batsies are all about. And so please join us January 15th. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of other channels and stuff like that have awards shows. So please watch all of them. They're a lot of fun. A lot of work goes into those. I've been literally busted my butt trying to get it ready for you guys. Got a lot of work still to do, but I can't wait to show that to you and for you guys to be a part of it and give some of that away. So anyway, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. If you would, on your way out, hit the like button. And again, thank you earlier for the super chat. I really appreciate that. And again, thanks for sharing the memberships as well. And again, I hope everybody has a very happy new year. Be safe. Love you guys more than you'll ever know. And I'll see you in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Happy New Year.